It may be before your time, but there was a board game called Operation. If you remember it, or if you Google it and look it up, it's where you literally played doctor on a board game. Now, why am I talking about this, and what does playing Operation have anything to do at all with running a business in this day and age? That's what we're going to talk about here. Thanks so much for taking time out of your busy day. My name is Mark. I work with a company called Home Leads, and we are so thankful for you taking time out of your busy afternoon to watch this video and learn about what we're going to talk about here today. If you haven't yet done so below, do us a huge favor and go ahead and click the like, the subscribe button, all that good stuff. Share it with your buddy, share it with your mom, and everybody in between, because that certainly helps us quite a bit get to more folks and help as many businesses as we can with our thoughts here. So with that being said, let's just go ahead and jump right into it. The game Operation, in its infancy, essentially was a bunch of people get around, they play a board game, that's always kind of fun, and you get to be the doctor, okay? You get to be the doctor, you call the shots, you make the incisions, so on and so forth, right? Okay, so that was the game, but what does that have anything to do with running a business? Well, I'll tell you. When you're out there running a business, just like a doctor sees his patients, they are going to go and make the diagnosis with the patient. Okay, say your stomach hurts, or whatever the story is, you go and you see a doctor. They put you through a bunch of tests, and they basically come up with a reason why your stomach hurts. Or you have a broken arm, you don't know it's broken. They do an X-ray. They take a bunch of pictures. Maybe they do an MRI. Shazam, there's your broken bone. They say, okay, we're going to cast it for 6 weeks, and so on and so forth. I mean, you know the drill. But you're going to a specialist in that situation who is going to put you through a group of tests to then diagnose what the problem is. And then once they diagnose what the problem is, immediately on the spot, they're either going to give you a full treatment plan to fix the problem, or they're going to refer you to a specialist who can fix the problem. Now, I know what you're saying there. Yeah, Mark, this isn't revolutionary. I get it. I understand it. But what does this have to do with anything? It's the exact same thing and the exact same psychology with when you go to see a physician, to have them walk you through exactly what the diagnosis is that you are having with your problem and how to treat it. If you are running a business in today's industry, you have got to stand just like a doctor and be the doctor of the situation, if you will, and be the professional and set yourself apart from everybody else in the industry. Okay, so I'll give you a couple of examples. If somebody is going, and you run a power washing business, if somebody goes and hires you to go and do a power washing service on their driveway, okay, fantastic. When you're there to go and do the driveway, make sure you look at some other parts of the house, maybe the side of the home, maybe their deck, maybe their lanai, maybe their pool pavers, so on and so forth. And make sure that you diagnose the problem. Don't just show up there and do the job that you paid for. Go and diagnose the problem even further and say, hey, you have this issue going on with the side of your house, or hey, you have this issue going on with your pool pavers. And then walk them through why what you are doing and what you are telling them and what you are prescribing them is exactly the way that they need to be told to help them with their problem. So regardless of what type of position you're in or what type of situation you encounter with your service, okay, remember, you are the professional. Being the professional and standing up as the professional in that situation, you can write the diagnoses, okay, so to speak, and you can go ahead and tell them the treatment plan, okay? So again, going back to the power washer, they hire you to go and do the power washing on the driveway. Go and look at the driveway, but also tell them, hey, the reason why this is getting as bad as it is because of A, B, and C. And if you want to avoid this, you might want to do these items right away after we finish up on the power washing job, to prevent this other problem. Okay, maybe there's problems with their car leaking, or maybe it's problems with them being by a seacoast. I mean, you folks know your industry and the exact customers that you work with. But when you're there, you can go ahead and diagnose the problem and go ahead and not only do the job that you were hired, but let them know also what you recommend. So if you're doing a power washing service and you suggest for all your other customers that they go and do their driveway once every 3 months, okay? You have that ammo, you have that professional experience to be able to walk them through why they should go ahead and do it every 3 months. And then that would open up you an opportunity to then go ahead and pre-book them, pre-schedule them for their treatment of the driveway. Okay. Now, when we have the treatment of the driveway laid out, then you can immediately come in and be even more of a further professional in this space with them, further separating yourself between you and your other competitors by then going back through to those other parts of the home, or to the other parts of their vehicle, or the other parts of their RV, whatever service you're on. We work with a lot of carpet cleaners. You can then go to the next room and say, hey, in order for us to not be here all the time, you might want to go ahead and pre-treat, or look at this or look at that. So whenever you go into a sales call or a presentation, look for you to become immediately the voice of authority. Look at the problem, diagnose the problem, immediately then go ahead and provide a treatment plan for the problem. And then while you're there, go ahead and look for some other things that you can go ahead and diagnose to help them and get them to the next level. So I hope this has been helpful for you, and I hope that the ball game, I hope that the board game, if you've ever played it, is still fun. I don't know if they even make them here anymore. If not, then take a look at it. It always brought a lot of good memories for my family and I when we were little kids playing around. My name is Mark. You've been with Home Leads. Thanks so much for taking time to spend with us today. And as always, we'll see y'all on the next one.